Wow, we have made it to the end. The last week.
We
have 7 more days, and then we reach Shavuot, which is us receiving the Torah. And it's like, just like Passover, like you're supposed to imagine yourself every year, like wandering and like escaping slavery. Here we are receiving the Torah once again.
We've made the journey to freedom.
Yes.
Yeah.
And we like receive instructions for life, how we can live and things like that. So we're focusing on Malchut. Malchut is dignity, sovereignty, things like that. So we start with Chesed as normal. First, a little bit about sovereignty. It is a state of being rather than an activity. Leadership is a passive expression of human dignity, which has nothing of its own except that which it receives from the other 6 emotions. On the other hand, Malchut manifests and actualizes the character and majesty of the human spirit. It is the very fiber of what makes us human. So this is where we're starting from. Malchut is a sense of belonging, knowing that you matter and that you make a difference.
Ooh.
You have the ability to be a proficient leader in your own right. There's just like so much wonderful stuff about this one. I have a comfortable place where I will always be loved. I have nothing to fear. I feel like a king in my heart. This is Malchut. So,
wow.
Yes, we are starting from our royal states, which we all have. We all are, and we all
your
deserve.
Invisible crown, everybody.
Yeah. Chesed of Malchut. Healthy sovereignty is always kind and loving.
Yeah.
I think of King Arthur, like the might does not make right thing. An effective leader needs to be warm and considerate. Does my sovereignty make me more loving?
That's a really good one.
It's really interesting. I guess the easiest thing to think of is leadership.
Yeah.
Does my leadership make me more loving?
Like, am I loving in my leadership in the way that I lead people?
Sometimes I feel like it sets me apart because, like, they always say it's lonely at the top. And sometimes, because, when you do have to make, if you tell kids not to do something and then they get mad at you and you're not, like, their friend anymore because you're the adult or the teacher, like, it is a little bit, I feel somewhat sad. I'm like, oh, they don't like me anymore. But, like, I guess after a while of having the boundaries or something, they'll start to like you again.
Yeah, well, also I think there's like a way about it. Like, when I'm telling a kid not to do something, I'm not telling them not to do it because I don't want them to do it. I'm telling them not to do it because out of love for them, I know that this isn't their best choice. So I know that they're making a mistake, and so my ability to tell them no, like, that comes from a place of love.
That's true.
I know that early on in my, like, teaching career, I hated telling kids no. And then I had a teacher explain to me, like, if I let them keep doing that thing, it doesn't set them up for success. It sets them up for failure. And so out of love for them, I have to maintain those boundaries.
That's a good, yeah.
And so for me, that's an expression of love. But also in general, as a leader, like, I love the people that I serve in leadership positions, and I really do feel like it's more of a service, like, than it is, me just, like, getting my way. I direct a lot, and I care a lot when I direct about the people that I'm directing, because I want them to have the safest, best possible experience. So yeah, I think there's a lot of chesed in my Malchut.
Yeah, or think about just, like, group projects and stuff, just knowing everybody's strengths and be like, okay, you take the drawing, you're good at handwriting or whatever. You take the planning or something, like, I don't know, I've been good at delegating in the past. I know, like, in school projects. Do I exercise my authority and leadership in a caring manner? Do I impose my authority on others?
Am I like, you have to listen to me because I am the leader?
Yeah. Like, I used to work at an ice cream restaurant just as, like, a summer, like, holdover job until I got a better job. And, like, it was really hard because, like, I held myself back because I knew I was a normal employee with the other teenage, like, I was, like, 30, whatever, and they were teenagers. And I was like, like, the manager himself was so bad at managing, and, like, they were, like, on their phones, not doing anything, or, like, being bad at customer service, like, being mean to the customers. And there were so many things I wanted to correct them on and stuff, but I held myself back because I was like, well, technically I'm just another one of them, and it's not my place. Like, I've always been good at, like, separating when am I the leader and when am I the, like, normal person follower. So I don't know if it would have been better if I had stepped up, and maybe they wouldn't have cared, because they would have actually listened to me.
That's a hard one. when you're not in a position of leadership, to be able to like exercise leadership without overstepping is really challenging. I often find myself in those kinds of situations because I have a lot of experience doing what I'm doing, but many times I'm not like the leader in the situation, or at least the person with the title. And so what I try to do is offer that guide without overstepping by modeling it, right? Like I say, this is what I do. This is how I model myself. This is like how I exist in my own dignity. And hopefully people want to like jump on that bandwagon and things get okay.
Yeah.
I don't know that it always works.
I know. Yeah, so I try not to. I don't think I impose my authority on others.
I don't think you impose your authority.
Like, I naturally take over in groups sometimes. Like, if it's family, if it's friends or whatever, and be like, okay, what are we doing right now? Let's all go watch the movie instead of, like, standing in the kitchen or something like that. Because, like, it comes from a place of selfishness. I'm like, I want to watch the movie. But also, I know what will happen. People will stand and talk for hours, and it's like, at what point are we going to go watch the movie? And it's going to be too late by then. So, like, I don't think that's too much of an imposing my authority, but it's just, like, natural, like, cruise leader, cruise ship director coming out and being like, okay, let's go. You are a cruise ship director in
life. I like that. You're like, come on, next activity, let's go.
Yeah.
I like
just
that.
to keep people moving, and then usually they're appreciative of it.
Yes, we are. We like it.
Because
otherwise we'll just sit and talk and get stuck on the one thing.
That's true.
Yeah.
I know. It's just a natural, like, I think it would be inertia, I guess. So that's it for the questions. Exercise for the day. Do something kind for your subordinates.
Okay, that's easy.
I don't really have subordinates, but my landlord's grandchildren will be visiting, and, like, I can do something kind. I know that they really, for some reason, want to learn origami, and they know that I have, like, lots of origami around the house, and so we'll do that.
Teach them some origami. I like that. And love them through the challenges as you lead them through the origami.
That's true, because they're gonna mess up. They're gonna maybe rip the paper.
I'm sure.
Something like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Be kind to these, like, 6 and 8-year-olds. So.
Cute, that's easy.
I don't know. Can you think of anything for that challenge?
I mean, I direct, so I will just love
you have lots of subordinates.
my students through all of it. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah. Thank you for joining us. We'll
Yay!
see you tomorrow. Bye.
Bye.